Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. We're just trying a little something new here for something that could a podcast be. It isn't entitled, Apparently Patent, Talk. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read out some patents, patent, whatever works for you and your pronunciation. Without further ado, here we are. Okay, so today I have something very exciting for you. As you are no doubt aware, I am highly emotionally invested in railways, locomotion, specifically rail locomotion, and other things of such technical brilliance. So I thought it would be good to bring you up to speed, with some of the founding principles. And for this, I have gone to patent, and we will be going through, I hope you'll be joining me for a thorough read and description of patents, concerning, very, very interesting, I think you'll find, locomotion, patents. Now, this will be, I think you'll find, a very interesting series. Now, so far as I know, this will be going up as some manner of cast, pod or otherwise. I haven't looked into that quite yet. I'm sure it'll be so easy that I won't even need to look it up. But here we go. We'll be starting off with a patent from 1885. Entitled US 323199A. And it reads as follows. United States Patent OFFICV6 John M. Pendleton of Newark, NY. Assigner to the Equitable Electric Company of same place. Electric locomotion. E3 FEC IVI CATION founding part of letters patent no 323, 199, DATEA, July 28, 1885. A, PPLICATION, fled, March 5, 18S5, open brackets, O modal, full stop, close brackets, to A7, whom it IYBAY COIBEERN. If you'd like to follow along with me, ladies and gentlemen, for this rip-roaring time, you can find these patents wherever you normally find your patents. For myself, I'm using a well-known engine net search of patents. It continues. Be it known that one John M. Pendleton, a citizen of the United States, residing at Newark, county and state of Newark, have invented certain new and useful improvements in electric locomotion, of which the following is a specification. Now, I've heard people say, let's go back to steam, or purely diesel, or mainly just steam. We'll just go back to. We should go back to steam. It's the oldest and most noble form of locomotion. And I understand. I do understand you, of course. I hear you, of course. It coming to my ears and then conducting through my bones, head bones, of course. And whilst I understand that steam is, of course, a wonderful and beautiful form of motorising your loco, it is often forgotten that the electric propulsion has been around for much longer than most people would think. When it comes to the motor car, not just the locomotion of the rails, petroleum has been used for, as far as I understand, as nearly as long as electricity. And there, whilst I admit not everything electric has the same mechanical wonder that perhaps a full A4 a wonderful steam engine has, it is nonetheless a wonderful form of conveyance. It's smooth, clean, fairly reliable, and steam and electric both have their ups and downs, whereas it's steam being up, down, then propelled via a few series of elbow joints into locomotion, as in round and round. So I don't want to hear any backlash against electric locomotion on our railways around the world, going, we should go back to the old ways. No. Electricity has been here for a long time. It is here to stay, and I think steam should be used for when it is practical and wonderful. It's something that is wonderful, and we should encourage it, and we should feel joy in it. But for the most of the time, we can't. It doesn't work in all use cases. So I think that's my thoughts on this. The patent patent continues. This invention relates to electric locomotion and embraces novel and useful features in an I/O system operated by self-space propelling cars, whereby such cars are adapted to be used on lines provided with means for supplying the electric current to the cars while ignition. INOTION. And it also embraces improvements in self-propelling cars, which consist in making the car body detachable from the motor or truck. Said motor car comprising the wheels, axles, and suitable framework, and containing accumulators or storage batteries, and the ELEC20 TROINOTOR permanently attached thereto, and constituting the running gear of the DETACLIABLE car body when applied thereunder. The motor car is constructed to be moved from under the car body at the termini or charging stations of the road, the car body being there supported on suitable framework. The ADINITS of the motor car being replaced by another motor car whose store of electrical energy in the accumulators or storage batteries has been renewed, said change of motor cars taking place while the car body is being unloaded and reloaded, thus saving considerable time in the operation of electrical railways working under this system of self-propelling cars. To fully describe the construction and operation of my improvements, I will now refer to the accompanying drawings, in which Figure 1, Sheet 1, is a longitudinal centre sect ional elevation of my improved electric locomotive or motor car and car body. Fig 2, Sheet 2, is an underside view of T ampersand same. Fig 3, Sheet 2, is a plane view of the motor car. Fig 3, Sheet 3 is a transverse section of Fig 1 taken on line XX. Fig 5, Sheet 3 represents the motor car about to leave the car body. Fig 6, sheet 3 represents the motor car entirely detached from the car body, and Fig 7. Sheet 1 is a diagram view showing the ELEC new word, TRICAL connections of the motor battery &C. The body or truck A of the motor car consists of a suitable framework, HAVIDG, the bearing boxes of the wheels attached thereto in the ordinary manner. NIANNER. The two main longitudinal timbers, A', project up above the top of the car and constitute the side of the receptacle for the accumulators or storage batteries, B. Said batteries being so innate as to be permanently fixed on or in the car. One end only of the car is provided with a plat -6 form, A- on which is secured the electric motor C, arranged with its armature shaft, vertical, the lower end of which shaft projects below the platform and is provided with A, bevel pinion, C, which meshes into the BEVEL-WBEELD, rotating in bearing brackets depending from the platform A, capital A pulley, D on the shaft of this bevel wheel. D is connected by the belt D to the pulley E, secured to a transverse shaft E, located at the centre of the car, and this shaft E is connected to one of the axles A of the wheels, E, by means of the transverse shaft located in the centre of the car of this shaft E is I'll just back up for a moment. E by means of the chain wheels and CHAINWLIEELSFF-AUD, chain belft. The two axles A and being capital C, capital O, ULLECTED to either by the pulleys YG9 and belt G2. The object of connecting the shaft E to the axle A by means of a Chelt bane is to compensate no space for the vertical movement MOVEINENT of the car and shaft E relatively to the wheels (0 CE). As said, chain belt does not require to be perfectly tight to ensure positive motion from the driving to the driven E-bane wheel. The hyphen, it does not end brackets. I hope you're getting a wonderful mental picture of this, these sheets. I think it's very descriptive, and I hope you'll belt it down, for more rip-roaring reading. The sizes of the driving pulleys and gears and driven pulleys and gears are so proportioned as to reduce the number of revolutions which it is necessary to run the motor to obtain effective results therefrom to the speed which it is desired to impart through the axles &CE. The accumulators or storage batteries BB, permanently attached to the car in the box, formed by the two longitudinal timbers AA, have their terminals that B and B, marked a plus and minus, which are connected to the commutator, COMMUTATOR, on the motor adapted to pass no space quotations the electric currents thereto according to the direction it is desired to run the motor. ... I would like to notice that really you'd need 3 dots there, and also it does not end the quotation marks nor the never mind. The electromotor used is of that class in which the conductorin wires of the armature and field magnet FIELD system are joined in multiple R, so that the current is divided between them and is caused always to flow through the armature in one direction, and its space through the field magnet wire, the ends 802 of which are joined to the Coultac block COUTACT blocks of the commutator or pole changer, is changed according to the direction in which it is desired to run the motor. Very clear. Between one of the terminals BL and the THECOMINUTATOR H is placed the automatic switch 7E, to which are joined the contact rollers or brushes IL, carried by brackets from the bottom of tile car so as to pass the current to the motor or accumulators, or to both, from conductors along the track, one of which may be one of the rails. The object of this provision in the construction is to enable electric ears, which carry their own source of electricity, to be run on lines of greater length than the storage battery carried thereby is capable of supplying current for. In such case, part of the line can be provided with fixed conductors connected to a source of electricity. The motor receiving current therefrom, which current call also be passed through the storage batteries to charge them while the car is travelling over the part of the line so provided with conductors, so that when the car reaches the part of the line or sliding or branch track unprovided with conductors, the stored energy in the accumulators is utilised to drive the motor. The diagram view, Fig 7, clearly indicates the connect ions and devices. In this view, C represents the motor, on which is placed the commutator H, consisting of a pivoted plate of insulating material provided with 2 outside metal blocks, J and F, connected to one terminal O of the motor, and central block no space comma J apostrophe no space comma connected to the other terminal CL of the motor. One of the terminals of the battery B is connected to the fixed contact spring K, and the other terminal to the armature H of the automatic switch, which armature H also joins the contact roller or brush and is upheld by a spring against the stop H3. This stop HL is connected to the spring field, the fixed spring V, and also to the other contact roller or brush V. The conductor which joins it to the brush I apostrophe first PASSI capital DG around the iron core of the automatic switch to form the coil thereof. Full stop. The Blocksjhoff BLOCKSJFFOU of the plate of the conilluminator are so shaped and arranged that when the plate is placed in one position, the plus tero of the battery B, the THEBATTERYB, one word, by the spring, 7C, is joined to the block J, and the other terminal of the battery by the armature H, and the contact spring, that S was capitalised, K, is connected to the central block J1, thus causing the battery current to flow through the motor in one direction. When the plate is placed in another position, the positive spring of the battery is on the blockaffer, and the negative spring oil, the B1 OCK capital A, thus causing the current to flow through the motor 6O in the positive direction, or late May 7P, be placed so that both contact springs KK bear on the block J as shown. Oh yes. And in this position the motor is cut out of the circuit, which is required to be done when the battery is being charged through the contact rollers or brushes I, capital V. The car being stationary at the charging station, or one word, or at any part of the line provided 323199 with the conductors from the fixed source of electricity. In this case, the brush V being in contact with the positive rail or conductor, and the brush I on the negative rail or conductor, the charging element passes through the coil of the automatic switch to the stop 70 through the and to the negative rail or conductor. The magnet immediately attracts the armature away from the stop H, causing the current to flow through and charge the SEEONDE ARYBATTERYB. Now, assuming the communicator is set so the EBARGI capital DG current also passes through the motor, and assuming that 8O, the car, is thereby moving along the rails, the motor will be actuated and the accumulators charged by the current from the fixed source of electricity until the car passes onto a part of the rail unprovided with the supply conductors. As soon as this occurs, the current ceases to flow through the coil of the automatic switch H, and its armature is immediately brought in contact with the stop H. Thus, CLOSI capital DG of the circuit of the accumulator and motor, said go motor can then be ACTUATED by the ACCMNCATOR in either direction, according to which two of the three block stiff of the communicator H and the springs K apostrophe no space ARE cause to bear against. The motor is stopped by setting the commutator so that both the springs K apostrophe bear oil the insulated plate of the commuter. The switch H is for the purpose of breaking the charging conductor circuit oil the motor when necessary. The detachable car body, I, is shown as being of the open central seat construction, but is provided with a platform, 1 apostrophe, and entrance steps at one end only, and on its tinder side are secured the small bearing 7 wheels, or one word, in M by 105, which it is supported on the rails supporting frame, and supporting frame is one word there. N, located at the charging stations. When the motor car is run from under the car body, as shown in Fig 6, the rails S are at such place being slightly inclined to allow the motor to clear the car body, and the car body and motor car are automatically connected together by the following means. Transversely projecting pins O, secured to each side of the motor car or truck A. Engage 155 in books P underscore underscore P secured to the bottom of the car body near the end at which the platform 11 is situated, and from the other end of the car body depends the pins QQ, which PASS apostrophe INTO sockets 2 are secured to the motor car or track 120 near its platform. The manner in which the motor car or truck takes up the car body is as follows. The car body rests on the fixed supporting frame N, and the motor car is run up the inclined rails, as 125 shows at Fig 6, so as to pass under the car body. Oh, we're making excellent progress here today, ladies and gentlemen. We're quite a way through this patent. I hope you're enjoying. If you are enjoying, please do let me know in some way. Carrier pigeon is accepted. I don't have a PO box, so they won't have anywhere to nest. But you know, I'm sure you're all people with means and ways. So I look forward to it. Where was I? The manner in which the projecting side pins are the projecting side pins of the motor car engage in the hooks underscore P. Oh no, we don't. As the motor car continues to move forward up the inclined rails S, the car body is carried along off with it from the supporting frame in. Carried along with it off from the supporting hyphen FRANIE N, the pins QQ entering the 100, 323, 190 sockets 2 hyphen close brackets comma comma, and by the time the body supporting wheels are clear of the supporting frame, the car body is resting firmly on the motor car and securely connected thereto by the PP, pins OOQQJ, and the sockets RR, and if desired a simple locking device may be applied to the pins QQ and sockets 9R. The reverse action takes place when the car arrives at the charging station. The sockets I-R carrying the body into the supporting frame N by bearing against the pins QQ until the sockets 9-R clear the pins Q, as shown at Fig 5. The inner car is then free to run down the inclined rails clear of the car body. 1 HE accumulators SOR storage batteries on the motor car pass under the centrally placed seats of the car body, the end of the car body being open at this place 1, as shown at Fig 1, to admit of their passage. If it is desired to use can bodies having side seats, if it is desired to use can bodies having side seats with a detachable self-propelling motor, then the accumulators or storage batteries will be arranged in 2 sets of the sides of the motor car so as to pass under the side seats. Having now described my invention in what I claim and desire to secure by letters patent 1, an electromotor car, self-contained accumulator batteries and 3O electromotor combination. It's lost me there. 2, in an electrom car, in combination, accumulators or storage batteries, an electric motor provided with a commutator by which the current from the battery is used to A-C-T-U-A-T-E. I'm showing my ignorance there, I apologise. It's in either Directio D, D-I-R-E-C-T-I-O, capital D, and by which it may be cut out of the battery circuit an automatic switch, the armature of which is in the circuit of the battery and motor, a contact brush constructed and apostrophe grid to bear on the conductor fixed along the line and connected to the BAT Z3 9TERY and the motor through the magnet coil of the automatic switch, and a contact brush constructed and arranged to bear an -4 other fixed conductor and joined to the circuit of the battery and motor on the other side of the automatic switch, substantially as set forth. 3. An electronomotor ELECTRONIOTOR having a platform at 51 ELED and an electric motor secured thereon, and accumulators or storage batteries permanently attached along the length of the top of the car truck, in combination with a car body having platform at one end and opening E at the other end, through which the accumulators pass when the motor ear and car body are being connected to or separated from one another substantially as set forth. 4. The combination with a car body having 9O downwardly projecting hooks at one end and downwardly project E capital C T I capital D, new word G, new word pins at the other end, of a motor car or truck having pins projecting from its sides at one end, adapted to engage the downwardly projecting hooks of the car body, and sockets at its other end, adapted to receive the downward close brackets Y open brackets project new word illichir new word O pins of the car body substantially as for this purpose set forth. 5. In an electric car in combination 70, an electric motor having its shaft arranged vertically, a bevel pinion secured to the lower end of its armature shaft, a bevel wheel secured to the shaft parallel with the car axles, connecting pulleys and belts, whereby motion is imparted to the axles from the motors, substantially as set forth. In testimony whereof I have hereunto set my hand at Newark, country and state of Newark, this 19th day of February, 1885. John M. Pendleton. Well, thank you so much for going through this with me. I've had a rip-roaring time, as I hope you have as well. Do give me your feedback opinions, and I look forward to when we read another patent. If you have a patent which you would like to suggest, you can't probably, but if you do, and you can, do that in the way that you can. Thank you so much, and remember, this would be sponsored if someone would sponsor me, so, you know, I'm not made of stone, I'll take money.